Welcome everyone, this is Master's Joke, also Master's Joke 75 on Instagram. So today I'm at Ferrari World on Yas Island in Abu Dhabi. Yesterday I went back to Warner Brothers World. I didn't bother filming it. I'm not going to be going back to SeaWorld tomorrow, which is our last day. We're going to go back to Warner Brothers World and spend literally the whole day there. So, and I'm going to film it as well. But yeah, Ferrari World, I've got to be honest, I'm not really that excited about Ferrari World. I'm not really a fan of Ferraris, and I don't watch Formula One either. I mean, if you love roller coasters, then this is the place to be. I definitely want to go on the Flying Aces roller coaster, but the Formula Rossa, like it's the fastest roller coaster in the world. I'll be honest, I think I'm gonna give it a miss. But yeah, I mean it is really impressive when you come in here. That is where I was stood when it was raining the other night. You know, you remember the Germans. And I might actually walk into the Germans today because there's loads of European people in Ferrari World. But it's, yeah, I mean, I don't know, I'm a sucker for nostalgia, and there is no nostalgia here whatsoever. I mean, if you follow my channel, you know how much I love classic and vintage cars, but Ferraris, they don't mean anything to me whatsoever. Although my first ever boss, lovely guy, I think he was in his like late 20s. It was my first job after leaving school. I worked on a golf course, and he had a beautiful Ferrari Dino. Now this was back in 1992, and I do remember thinking how nice that car is. But I'm not really a fan of Ferraris, but I do like theme parks. So you know, I mean, it does look amazing. It does really, really look amazing, and also, my son loves Ferraris, and he's got his eye on some merch. So you know, I'm obviously after a fridge magnet, but he's after he wants a Puma rucksack, baseball cap, t-shirt, or he also wants his photo taken in one of the Formula One cars as well. I think it's about £25. So that's his plan. You're not allowed to film it at all. Not that it matters, because my son refuses to appear on YouTube. So what is the point? Beautiful Italian theme in this theme park. It does look really really impressive. But I'm on my way to Flying Aces. I've heard so many good things about it. Really, I say I'm looking forward to it. I'm a little bit petrified. I think someone mentioned it was one of the highest roller coasters in the world. But I'm gonna give it a go. I'll be travelling solo because the wife hurt her back, and my son he's not really. It's a little bit too scary for my son. But I've not come all this way to kind of not go on a roller coaster. I mean, Warner Brothers World, I love it, as I keep saying, but it hasn't got any big massive rides like this. So yeah, the actual theming as you go on this ride is amazing. I mean, it was an absolute walk on, but the theming is just amazing. I've got to be honest, I think it is one of the best roller coasters that I've ever been on. I mean, I'm sure Formula Rossa is just as good, but that is just too fast for me. But I got the wife; she agreed to film me on the ride. I had a little girl next to me. When I say little, she was so little that they had to measure her to make sure that she was tall enough for this ride. And she sat next to me. I think we were near. Well, we weren't far from the back, and she you might be able to hear her. She screamed the whole the whole ride. She screamed, but absolutely amazing. It's a really good ride, and it's also what I like about Abu Dhabi and Dubai in general is that the theme parks are indoors, all air conditioned. But then when you go, it's the same with SeaWorld as well, even though I didn't go on it. And yeah, I was going to go back to SeaWorld, but Warner Brothers World is just amazing, in my opinion. It's got Superman. But I love the way that the theme parks, they spit, when you're on the roller coaster, they just spit you outside. And you do the ride outside in the heat, and then you just come back in. But this was a really, really good ride. Yeah, I would have to say it is the best roller coaster ride I've ever been on in my life. Flying Aces, definitely a 10 out of 10. Best roller coaster I've ever been on. The strange thing about roller coasters is that they do make you hungry. So right next door to the Flying Aces, there's like a little takeaway type diner place. So I didn't want to overdo it, because I did have my my usual full English breakfast at the WB Hotel very early in the morning. But yeah, so me and the wife, we went to share the fully loaded Tex Mex Fries, and we got nuggets and chips for my son. But I mean, look at the amount of food that you get, and it wasn't unlike SeaWorld. It wasn't that over the top expensive. I mean, you know what a theme park's like. You do tend to spend a bit of money, but it wasn't over the top, and it was really, really nice food. So yeah, I was very impressed by the food, and I think I think on this holiday, I think I have really, really enjoyed the food on offer. I mean, there's so much. I mean, I definitely would like to go for like a Thai or a Chinese at the Yas Mall. I've seen some nice places, and I'd love to go for a curry as well. But it's when you're in a family, you've got to go with the majority. But no, pleasantly surprised by the prices at Ferrari World for the food. But I don't think I can say the same thing about the merchandise, which I will come to soon. This was good. A lot of Instagrammers, but looking at the Formula One cars, see, I found that really interesting. As I mentioned, I don't watch Formula One. My older brother loves Formula One.
No, Instagrammers.
Although back in the noughties, I was in the south of France when the Cannes Film Festival was on. So I was there during the Cannes Film Festival, and like we hired a car. I say we. This is in a former life, and drove to Monaco, and it was the Monaco Grand Prix. So, I mean, it just so happened to be happening the same time I was in the south of France. But the actual road around Monaco, which is where the Casino Royale is as well, and they wouldn't let me in because I had shorts on. Anyway, but it was all set up, with the big clocks and everything, and you could drive round the Formula One track because the race wasn't going on. It was just like a normal road. So I drove around there about 2 or 3 times in a Picasso. I thought it was hilarious. So I have driven around the Formula One track. I am proud to say. But yeah, that's about as far as it goes with me and Ferraris and Formula One. Yeah, the merch. I love merch. If you follow my channel, you know how much I love merch. That red bag is the bag that my son wants. But the merchandise was great. I mean, even I was getting carried away, thinking, oh, shall I buy this T-shirt? Shall I buy this baseball cap? But I set out to buy a fridge magnet because I always get a fridge magnet wherever I go. Could I find a fridge magnet? I couldn't find one anywhere. And every time I asked, they'd say they were sold out. But there's so many shops there. But the merchandise is very, very expensive. But it's all quality. I really like that Flying Aces hat because I really enjoyed the ride. I was tempted. I do like baseball caps, and I was tempted to buy that. But that was, and maybe a T-shirt. But that was really as far as it went. I did enjoy Ferrari World. I was impressed by it. But yeah, as I said, when I go to a theme park, I want a bit of nostalgia. Like if I go to, like with the Warner Brothers, as I mentioned in the previous video, you've got the, you got the Flintstones, you've got Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman. It's all, Tom and Jerry. It's all stuff from my childhood, from my past. Similar to, when you go to Disney. I mean, I didn't grow up with Mickey Mouse, but there's nostalgia there. And I've been to like Disney World and Universal so many times. Legoland as well. I love Lego. I was brought up with Lego, but Ferrari World, it was the park that I wasn't really excited about. And to be honest, if it wasn't included with the hotel, I don't think I would have bothered going. If I'm honest, I mean, yeah, it was good. I enjoyed seeing the old classic cars and the Formula One and just the standard Ferraris. But nah, it didn't really blow me away. I mean, there was some really, really good rides, and also some good family rides. I mean, what was it? There was Benno's Great Race, which was quite fun. It reminded me of the Toy Story ride. Like you had like a spanner, and you had to, and it was all like interactive, and you had to. I can't even remember what you had to do, but it was like you had to do tasks in the screens in front of you, and you're in like some kind of buggy. But then there was, I can't remember what the ride was called. There was this weird ride where it's like interactive, and your what was it? Your dad has left you the Ferrari car keys, and then some weird character comes out of the TV, and I'm thinking, whose dad's got a Ferrari? So yeah, I think that was it really, because whose dad does have a Ferrari? It wasn't reality. That's a lovely top, that is. Yeah, I mean, yeah, there were some good rides. I mean, the tour of the Ferrari factory, I enjoyed that. I did enjoy that. And then there was what was it? There was the little Formula Rossa Junior. That was good. Me and my son went on that one together. Bell'Italia. That was when you went in the little vintage cars, and yeah, I mean there was some good stuff there, and some fast rides, but nah, I don't think I would go back there. But the merchandise was amazing, and definitely the Lego Ferrari models are just great. I mean, I think you can pick these up for like, I think I've seen them in Smith Toys for like $19.99. I'd have to say, out of the whole theme park, this area here is my favourite, and that's because the rides and attractions, they're more aimed at children and families. So there was loads of stuff that me and my son could do together. So one of the things that we always like to do on holiday is go on the go-karts, have a little race. And the actual facilities at Ferrari World, absolutely amazing. It was really, really enjoyable. Yeah, I think we actually went on this twice, because again, everything was like a walk-on. So there wasn't really any hanging about. well, on anything. I mean, I didn't go on everything, but everything that we did go on, it was just a straight walk on. So we were able to go on some things twice, but in this particular area, I mean, you've got the turbo. It's called Turbo Power. It's like a drop tower, similar to Doctor Doom at Universal Studios Orlando, but obviously on a smaller scale. So there was loads of stuff that we could do. They had the Formula Rossa Junior, and that was a really, really good roller coaster. Again, on a well, I didn't go on the Rossa roller coaster. It was just too fast for me. But this was good. This was a nice family friendly coaster, and it was a good one. But to be fair, the roller coasters in Warner Brothers World, was it the Coyote ride and also the Tom and Jerry ride? They were mad compared to the Formula Rossa Junior. Oh, and that's the Flying Wings. We went on that as well. They've got them everywhere. When you press the button and go higher and lower. But that was good. So yeah, I did like this area, because you could there was so much to do with my son, and again it was just basically walk on everywhere, I think. But yeah, thinking about it, I think, to be honest, I think I enjoyed going in the shops the most, because I just love merch. So even though I didn't really buy anything, I mean, my son bought loads of stuff, but because I didn't really buy anything, because I couldn't find a fridge magnet anywhere. I did enjoy looking at the merch and the t-shirts and the baseball caps and the rucksacks and the Lego. Loads of shops, absolutely loads of shops, and proper quality goods, but very expensive, very, very expensive. I mean, some of the stuff was well overpriced. I'm sure a lot of the stuff you could get cheaper back home, but that's Ferrari for you. But yeah, so this was the final shop as we were leaving. I mean, because we got there for rope drop, and I don't know, we didn't stay. We probably stayed for about maybe 4 or 5 hours, because as I said, it didn't excite me that much. But this was the final store as we were leaving, and as I mentioned, I didn't find a fridge magnet anywhere. So I asked again in this shop, and the person behind the counter, they said, we haven't got any more in stock. But if you go to the little the shop, which is at the main entrance to Ferrari World, they might have some there. So I thought, yeah, I'll have a look there, and it was it was unbelievable. So the actual little shop. Because Ferrari World is attached to the Yas Mall, this is actually outside it's outside of Ferrari World. So anyone can access this kind of little store. And when I say store, it's more of a stall, just literally at the entrance as you kind of walk in. So anyone who is shopping in the Yas Mall could go to this store. So I went in there. And I couldn't believe my eyes, because he had a wonderful fridge magnet, and I thought, I'm having that. Honestly, I got blown away. I couldn't believe it. He had loads of fridge magnets. I was having a little look. I didn't think I'd find anything, and there they were, a load of tyres stacked. And I thought, this is great, but where's the price? There was no price anywhere. Usually you've got like a little sticker on the back with the price on. So I went to the guy behind the counter. I said, how much is the fridge magnet? Thinking, it'd be like, I don't know, maybe £5-6. Well, being Ferrari World, maybe £10. You're paying Disney theme park prices. 80 dirhams, 20 quid. So he wanted 20 quid, and I'm telling you, I reckon he was making the prices up as he went along, because I don't think he knew that my son was with me, because my son and my wife, they were looking at other stuff. And I got carried away and I got excited. And I stupidly paid the 20 quid. And then my son was buying stuff, and then he was saying one price, and he went, don't worry about it. And he was giving them a lower price. So I totally got stitched up. Ferrari World, I can't believe it. But anyway, this is what I was really looking forward to. And we'd already decided this. Because we were so disappointed with Chili's, because, you want that kind of American vibe, went to Texas Roadhouse. Absolutely fantastic atmosphere, music, and everyone was having a good time. It actually had people. It's literally just outside Ferrari World, so we'd already planned to go here. I hadn't been to Texas Roadhouse for years, because we went to one in Florida, in Orlando, and I had a burger and it was so salty, it was horrible. So that kind of put us off, but I've got to be honest, going to Texas Roadhouse was the highlight of my day. I actually enjoyed Texas Roadhouse more than Ferrari World, if I'm honest. But I had, my son had the little sliders and chips, and I had like a burger and chips. Absolutely beautiful. Do you know what? I mean, I really like the Cheesecake Factory, because we went there a couple of times, but this was the best place, and they had the rolls as well. And they had the peanuts. I'd forgotten about the rolls, but it reminded me of because I haven't been to Texas Roadhouse for years. But when I go to Orlando, I always go to Logan's. I think Logan's is one of the best steak places in Orlando, and they always give you the rolls as a little starter, and there's like peanuts, and you throw all the peanut shells on the floor. This was just amazing. Blew me away. It was reasonable priced. Loved it. And if I'd had more time, I would have come here again. Highly recommended. 10 out of 10 for that actual burger. But yeah, really enjoyed it. So tomorrow, as I mentioned, we're going to Warner Brothers World, but we're literally going all day. It's our final day, and we're just going to do everything. So that video's to come. That's the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Obviously, if you're a fan of Ferrari World, you probably won't. But yeah, Ferrari World's not for me, and I don't think I'll be back. But anyway, that's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Lets me know you care. Also helps the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.